Hello, this is History Shorts with the Artifactual Scholar. Today, I'll be talking about how chocolate conquered Europe. Just about everyone likes chocolate. It is a commodity consumed in a wide variety of ways around the world. Cacao was first cultivated by the Mesoamerican peoples of the Olmec civilization as early as the 4th century BCE. The Olmecs ground the cacao beans into a bitter, syrupy beverage. Successive cultures, including the Maya and Aztec, continued the consumption of chocolate. Among these groups, chocolate was considered a gift from the gods and was generally reserved for the most elite members of society. The cacao beans themselves were so valuable that they were often used as currency. By the early 16th century, as European explorers and conquerors made incursions into the Americas, cacao was carried across the Atlantic to Spain and Portugal. Christopher Columbus brought cacao beans back to Spain in 1492, but found little interest in them. It was Hernán Cortés who, after destroying the Aztec Empire, realized the monetary value of the beans and established a cacao plantation in Mexico. A decade later, Cortés introduced into Spanish society the Aztec method of preparing drinking chocolate, but with a slight yet significant modification: the use of sugar to sweeten the beverage. Chocolate immediately became popular at the Spanish court of Charles V, who believed the drink had medicinal and aphrodisiac qualities. The king wanted to monopolize the production of chocolate, and for nearly a century, the making of chocolate remained a Spanish state secret. However, as with most secrets, word eventually got out. In the early 17th century, an Italian traveler sampled Spanish chocolate and introduced the delicacy into Italy. Soon, chocolate shops appeared in most major cities on the peninsula. In 1615, Anne of Austria, daughter of the Spanish king, was married to Louis XIII, King of France. Part of her wedding dowry included Spanish drinking chocolate. A generation later, another Spanish princess, Maria Theresa, married another French king, Louis XIV, and again chocolate was included in the dowry. By the middle of the 17th century, a chocolate mania had gripped elite French society. From Italy and France, the popularity of chocolate spread into Central and Northern Europe. By the 1640s, chocolate was introduced into Germany, and by the late 1650s, establishments in London were serving drinking chocolate mixed with warm milk. By the end of the century, the Swiss chocolate industry was born. Despite the growing popularity of chocolate, it remained an expensive beverage enjoyed only by the wealthy and elite. Then, in the early 18th century, chocolatiers in England developed new mechanical methods of processing and grinding the cacao beans. Suddenly, the price of chocolate dropped, and its popularity among all classes increased. As European global empires spread and grew over the course of the 18th and 19th centuries, chocolate was carried to all corners of the world. By the time of the American Revolution, chocolate was one of the most popular beverages in British North America. By the end of the 18th century, European society had fallen in love with chocolate. But that love affair had long, complex roots bound up in notions of exploration, conquest, and exploitation. The Native American affinity for cacao was transformed by Europeans, and what had once been the drink of gods and kings is now accessible to all. This has been History Shorts. Thanks for watching.